Hello guys, and I'm Tyster, and welcome back to the Cool Cats SMP episode 9? I think I forgot my episode count. Anyway, so we're back, and as I kind of fell off, I need to learn to fly backwards. Oof. And as you remember last time, we started work on our storage system battleship that we made some good progress on, but I'm not gonna finish it quite just yet because that was a lot of building. That was a lot of very kind of redstone placing, and I kind of want to get started on with a different project, more of a storytelling project, just to build for the sake of a build. And it's pretty big. It's nothing big as these ships, but pretty big and pretty detailed. And I've earmarked a spot for this build that I've taken a look at, and it's this very cuboidal mountain back here. But because I want to do, I have to flatten out a lot. We had a lot of terrain we want to flatten out. And well, the ice is fairly easy to break, and with shovel so is the dirt. The stone is going to take quite a bit, and I'm not really too much in the mood for digging it all by hand using a beacon. What I am going to use, however, is TNT, where we can... I should have brought some. Give me one moment. And now with TNT in hand, I'm going to show you kind of just how I'm thinking we're going to knock this out. And basically, you know, kind of like just your standard little TNT pillar. Of course, I won't be using scaffolding, but just give you a bit of an idea. Just boom, B. You're gonna die anyway. And then basically, yeah, we'll just use TNT to blast our way down through most of the rock. Probably will figure out how to space it out so it doesn't leave too big of holes, probably, you know, like 5 blocks apart, something like that. And I almost died and I didn't even notice. So yeah, that's the plan. Now, the thing is, this is a small mountain. This is gonna require, I think, a decent chunk of TNT, because I do kind of want to level most of this down. So we're gonna require a lot of TNT for this and to bring it down to this level. So we need gunpowder. We need a lot of gunpowder, and our mop drop is not efficient enough. I think we're killing a bit too slowly, so I might do. But we're coming back to upgrade this again. We're giving it another round of upgrades, and basically, what the main thing we're gonna do is we're going to add trapdoors to make it mostly spawning creepers, because I have found other plants to get bones and all the other drops from the zombies and the skeletons. So with that means we're gonna come out maybe here to this little flat area, and we're going to build ourselves a spruce wood farm. But more practically, we're gonna call it a lumber mill, which I think will be quite fun, and it'll be functional and tell a story, but it'll provide some wood. So let's get into a quick little time lapse of me just kind of clearing out this forest and flattening everything out, and we'll be right back to start on our farm. And with a great large space cleared, we now have a blank canvas. Get working on our farm. And I want to clear some extra space because we're going to make it look pretty. You know, it's not just going to be nice. Oh, we're going to start interconnecting all these little farms. Not physically, like it's not going to be like a hopper line or waterway all the way to the storage system, but in spirit. This will become our great lumber mill. Bring that slumber to where it is needed throughout our great network, our great web of a naval base. So that'll be fun. I just got been reading it. Atlas Shrugged has really been getting in my head while I listen to these things. Why am I not flying? Alright, thank you. Oh, man, that's why you don't have it in your offhand. I just used up a lot of rockets. So, now we got a great space, and we have the footprint for the base of our tree farm. Now, instead of, doing your usual leaf crusher tree farm, the plan for this one is we're only gonna effectively just build. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's obsidian underneath this. Well, broken box. But we're just going to place four spruce trees in a nice little arrangement like so. And we're gonna drop TNT through this empty hole at different timings and have it just detonate. And then we'll manually just collect the things. Manually collect our little blocks. We'll repeat until the tree is gone. And then we'll grow forward more, and then we'll blow it up again. It's gonna be a great, simple process. Shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. So what we now need to do is we need to get building with our. I brought my redstone box. I should have a dispenser in here, because that is where we're going to center everything. And to do that, we are going to have got very specific number of blocks we need. And now we're gonna build up, and we're at height. 1 block, 2 block. Boom. Everything is set. This is gonna hold our TNT, and we're gonna start off by building a big old platform to base our work from. Am I completely just out of blocks now? Alright, no, I got a bit of grass. A little bit more grass. Yeah, time to knock down this pillar, and we're gonna start building the redstone guts of this great device. So the basic skeleton of the tree farm is now done, and if I kind of didn't properly explain how it's gonna work, essentially we have these nice torch towers down there. We got a button on the bottom which sends the signal all the way up here, and then the plan is we have TNT drop down. I'm gonna need to find some way to create like a proper access for it, but drop down all the way here, and essentially that's a hole through the leaves. Those beautiful, wonderful little blocks of wood there make sure the TNT is perfectly aligned into this hole. Then we've got all these 4x4 oak trees which get to now come down, and we basically just drop TNT in what I hope is going to be 4 stages, but of course as I use it I'm going to tinker with it. Hit a button, and then that triggers the TNT. And of course with all these buttons there's also going to be a delay to open up the fence gate, which essentially, hello, you're disturbing me. Anyways, after that distraction, TNT is going to drop. It's also going to time to release them, so then we can time the release to the bottom, starts blowing things up, and any kind of little remnants down here we'll destroy. We'll fine tune it with use, cause kind of annoying to work with. Creative. And yeah, that's the plan. So the next thing to do is I need to start working on setting up the delay loops, which are going to be down here. And the whole permit, basically that's just going to make sure everything's all nice and set. And then we can start testing this out, fine tune it a bit, and then we're going to get all of the spruce we need to, where's my axe going? There it is. All the spruce we need to trapdoor up our wonderful little mob drop here. So I'll get right onto that, and I'll bring you back in when I'm done with that. So in this rainy mess, well, it's done. We have all the pillars set up. We're pretty proud of this whole area, but let's give it its first test. Hopefully it doesn't blow too much of itself to pieces. Step 1 is to put this in, and that's step 2 is to come downstairs. It goes into the, oh, I need a button here. First of all, it goes in this order, but it doesn't matter. Travels, TNT comes out, TNT is released, and there it goes. I think we're gonna have to cut this out. Yes, I'd either have to do that, or I could rebuild the dispenser one block higher, or one block higher and add a single second delay. So that's step 1. Didn't blow out the bottom. Perfect. Hit it with step 2. TNT. Down it comes. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit too high. So we need to fix that. Step 3. Yeah. Alright, well, at least it's working though, and it's not blowing itself up. So I'll play with it a little bit, and we'll see what comes out of it. Because these little spare branches don't really bother me if they blow up. Also, I'm going to just dig myself a little hole out of here, and now we're going to run this for a good while. Alright, we are back. We have gathered our wood, and we have made some trapdoors. Because the next step we're going to do is we're going to shift around. Basically, we're going to turn this into a dedicated creeper and spider farm. Because honestly, I've got other plans with other things like bones and round flesh. Round flesh I don't really need. I'm gonna do that first. I am going to do a little. I need to fix you. How do I fix you? Perfect, that worked. Spawn. If I do this, it should wash it away when I get done, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, now that we're down here, we gotta start basically popping on trapdoors the whole way around. Yeah, we're gonna continue with that, and then we're gonna fix all our little problems we've got going on. Just with the farm, and then we should have one hell of a gunpowder farm. So, we've been having a couple of issues with the water. Mostly due to the fact that I forgot to properly put the trapdoors, because I put them with these little bits full, which basically means the water hasn't been flowing correctly. Which essentially means I've been trying to go back through with dark spots full of mob because I took out all the lights thinking everything was going to work properly. And that has essentially meant that, this is the issue. This is perfect. Center gray, yeah, I don't think the water will work once we reflow it. Which has led to the pretty difficult issue of having to come back down through here with many mobs in the way. And that happening. And you know, water not flowing. It's essentially been a massive pain in the neck. And so yeah, this is going up taking a lot longer than expected, so I think I'm gonna just get back to y'all as I get this done, because it's gonna take, well, there's gonna be a lot of tedium, but I think in the end it's gonna be worth it. So now that we have all the TNT we need, it's time to get to work. First, we kind of want to bring it down to this level. 63. I want to go to like 65, maybe 70. Then what we're first gonna do is actually reset this down to the bottom. Alright, let's dig down through this mountain. Alright, we're going to run our first full-scale test. So what we're doing is we've got TNT with just 3 scaffolds separating them, and I've put 4 blocks in between each of these. Not to, for them to set each other off, and I should probably go sleep. Not for them to set each other off, but just so try and see if it does a good job of just removing the dirt, trying to not leave too much stuff in the middle for me to remove by hand. You two need to be much closer. At 3 blocks apart. They almost need to be 3 separated by each other. Alright, so we've got the same spacing in between each block of TNT, but the pillar are now 1 block low. Goodbye, TNT. Okay, going off. Get out of here. Oh, they've set each other off. Yeah, they're still too far, but this had a better effect though, the chain. But still not exactly what I want. So let's try same gap between pillars. Let's maybe use a bit more TNT this time. Well, Christ. That could have been bad. So, it is night. There are mobs about, but I'm going to quickly clear my inventory of useless junk. Okay, now it's in the big center of the TNT blast. Boop. Boop. No, I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, I don't understand why these things set up there. Still need to get closer though, although they're kind of boring their own tunnels. Pretty clear all the way down. I think it's going to explode each other. Alright, well we're going to keep testing until we find something we like. Then I'll bring back, and I'll come back to y'all after I've basically laid out all the TNT. So it's now the next day. I've done a bit of experimenting, and I think what I found is that what we're going to do is, oh, don't touch that, that's going to clear it. We're going to alternate TNT, scaffold, TNT, and they're going to be 2 blocks apart, as you see here. And that seems to work pretty well. Like, let me show you. Let's get out of here. See? Very effective. It almost killed me. I should probably get some blast protection armor. If we look down, yeah, not a lot of floating blocks, which is the main thing that we're looking for. To minimize the amount of floating blocks. First, we have to clear away the ice spikes, which means we're gonna have to go with a pickaxe. So, I will get back to you after we've leveled these mountains. So, I was gonna show you the product when I start blowing everything up myself, but a creeper kindly did that for me out of those building holes. So yeah, got bottom, ran into a cave, creeper walked up behind me, I forget where, went kaboom, and set off a very large chain reaction from the bottom, unfortunately, which didn't bode well for actually blowing things up as TNT started dropping, especially higher up. But that's fine. That's fine. It had to be done anyways. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna continue. Hopefully, maybe I'll get to show you, I guess, a smaller scale explosion. We're kind of running out of TNT, but that's okay. So I'll be right back with it actually hopefully done. So we had another creeper explosion. This time I did not make it out alive, which means all my stuff is gone. And also a lot of the TNT we had gathered, and now we're out of gunpowder. So I'm just gonna go re-get my stuff, and we're gonna start tearing this down by hand. Because I think that is going to be the best plan for this at this point, because after 2 creeper explosions, one of them causing all my stuff, I've learned you need to light up caves before you start demolishing mountains with explosives. Yep. I'll be right back, and we'll maybe demolish that mountain. Let's see what we'll do. So we've gathered back our stuff. We've made brand new gear. We did a little bit of embusting to get some extra elytras. Oh, hello, wandering trader. Do you have what I want? You do not. Oh, sorry, you've come back. I should do these more often. We are going back soon. Hey. Hey, stop moving. There we go. Now you're trapped. I'll deal with you later. Now where were we? Yes. So now we've got our tools back. I think after 2 TNT explosions, which have done a very good job, we are going to solve this issue the old-fashioned way with an Ace 2 beacon or another right pickaxe and just smoothing it out by hand. So we've still got our work cut out for us. But with that, let's get into a nice demo time lapse and tear us down some mountains. Let's go! So, time lapse is done, and as we come and fly over, the mountain's just been completely torn out. Now we're still working on a couple pieces, but yeah, it's very empty. It's very, very, very empty. Got, oh, looks like some llamas in the, we're like inventory's filling up, and we're kind of just working out the gather. It's slow going, but it's going, which is nice. That is, I think, all our video time for today. Yeah, now we've got this whole torn out. Next episode, we could probably get started at some point on the beautiful, beautiful build we have here. I've been busy slowly gathering the resources, none of which are here, but we're getting there slowly. We are getting there slowly, and it's gonna be great. And like, looking at the dimensions I have set for this thing, we're gonna have to probably tear down mountains coming like back here. Oh, hello. Just through another portal chilling. Hello, you. Nah, no gold. But yeah, that's the plan. That'll be everything for that's a golden carrot. That's not a rocket. That'll be it for today's episode. So just gonna fly over this immense area, head back to our harbor, and yeah, we're just gonna call it there for today. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I am Tosh. Have a good day and goodbye.